mean, yeah, that's, I mean, again, if you want to have a little fun, right? Let's minus 5 from both. So now we have this. And of course, we'll add 7 to this. 0 carry a 1. 3 minus 1. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're not even going to waste no time. So we're going to replace minus 27x with that what we have right there, the plus 8x and the minus 35x. Okay. So why don't we do this? I mean, clearly the HCF of that is going to be 7 on the outside. So let's put the 7 on the outside. Right? 28 over 7. What does that look like? Let's write 8x right here. No. Look at what I do. I'm thinking about the number 56. Let me apologize. Yeah. 28 over 7 is 4. Sorry about that. And then 35 over 7, we'll have a 5 right there. Yeah? Now, what mistake did I just make? Well, 7 times 4x is just 28x, not 28x squared. In order to get the 28x squared, I'm going to need an x to be right there. Yeah? Now, to be continued. Okay, 8x divided by 4x. The x is cancelled, 8 over 4. And it's a plus 8, so it's going to be a plus 2. And of course, if we divide this by this, we'll get the 4x. Divide this by that, we'll get the minus 5. Or multiply this by that to get this. You know, yeah, you know the works. You know the works. Alright, so there's only one thing left to do. Right? Red on the left. And then the right written in blue. Now, is that correct? Well, we can always do a double check. Now, let me let you in on a fun fact. The answer that you get as a replacement for this does not change by a lot when the sign changes to that. Because you have two possibilities. You have a plus 33 or a minus 33. If the bigger number is positive, it comes out like that. The bigger number is negative, it will come out like that. Yeah? So if you solve one, you can solve the other one. Right? So, alright, this one is fairly easy, right? 27 times 2 or 9 times 6, that's 54. Alright, so 2 by 3 times 3 by 3. So we have that part. Right? Alright, so that's the 54 part of it. And then now for the 35, we'll put the 5 by 7 beside it. Alright. Wow. Alright, so what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this? Okay. Now, what is the first temptation you normally have when you see something like this? The first thing I try is to group all of the same number together. If that don't work, we'll go to something else. But let's see what happened. Oh, that might not work, you know. Yeah, that might not work. Would it work? Alright. This is 27. The rest is 70. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. That not gonna work. No, you know. Because that's gonna be 43. Not 33. Yeah? That's gonna be minus 43. Well, if I do it that way, if I switch it around, right, then it would be a positive 43. This not gonna work. So we have to try again. But it's not gonna be too difficult. You're not gonna believe me. What if I told you that is exactly what is going to work? Alright, 2 by 3 by 5. Well, we have 2 by 5, 10 times 3, we have a 30. And then 3 by 3 by 7 is a 9 times 3, which is 63. Now, if we do a little subtraction here, we have a minus up here and a plus down here. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So sometimes the first thing that we're tempted to do might not work. So, you know, trial and error. Alright, yeah, that don't look too bad. And again, and you know it's funny? Even if we go back to the normal thing where we have this on the left instead of on the right, we could actually factorize the other part first and then come back to the other side. So we're going to try that one of the times. We know that the HCF is going to be 5, so we're going to put that 5 on the outside. Divide that by 5, we'll have a 7 here and a 6x right there. So we're going to divide the plus 63 by the 7 right here, and that will be a plus 9x that goes right here. So now we take this, multiply by that, yeah, this multiply by that, there you go. Okay, so what was that again? Blue on the right, red on the left. Alright, so we're going to move on to number 8. Move on to number 8. Yeah, we've been here for a meaningful period of time. Alright, let's see. Oh, let me get rid of that nonsense there. Yeah, so I promised you that I would try to do 10 of them. So we did 7 so far. Oh, alright. You know what? No, I'm not leaving it for last. Let's do it. 40x squared minus 57x plus 20. Why not? Okay. You know, there was a trick that I used one time, and I think I can use it here. Yeah, I have 40, which is, let's call it 4 times 10, right? Which is 2 by 2 by 2 by 5. Additionally, we have a 2 by 2 by 5, because if we divide this by 2, we end up with that. Now, what possible reason could I have to arrange it like that? Because here's my 25 and here's my 32. 32, 25, and who knew? We're going to put a minus here, a minus here. Two plus 5, 7. 3 plus 2. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. No doubt in my mind. Whew. All right. Now let's do it. Let's do it from this side. I mean, realistically, the HCF of 25 and 20 is going to be 5. So we'll put the 5 out here. But something is missing. All right, let's go back over here now. What is the HCF of 32 and 40? And if you know, you know, the answer is 8. So we're going to put 8 over here. All right, so again, we would have the 4 on the left with the 5 on the right, yeah? So we would have a 4x here and a 5 right here. Hold on. Look at what I did. You know what just happened to me? The 40 I should have put up here and 32 down here. So I was looking at this. No. See, that's why we have to be careful, yeah? Orientation is, yeah. So let's match the 40 with the 5. We'll put the 5 here. So we'll have a 5 here with the x. And then, of course, the 32, we have the 4. Right? No. We drop the minus here. Now the question is that complete? Is it complete? Is it complete? If we multiply 8 by 5x, do we get 40x squared? The answer is no. So we're going to put the x right there. Yeah? Alright. Now there's a reason why I'm stalling a little bit. Something about this 5 just feel aimless. Okay. If I multiply this 5 by this 5x, I'll get 25x. Problem is, this is negative. The only way I can make this negative is unless this number is negative. So I need this to be I need that to be a minus 5. No! Let's multiply minus 5 by this. That work. Minus 5 by this. Minus times minus is a plus. 4 times 5, 20. So there we go. Alright, so what are we doing this time now? So we're going to have the red on the left, blue on the right. So they're both going to have negative signs. Right? So red on the left, blue on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a thing called perspective. Because you see, the original question looks like this, but I might also tackle this so we can see the difference between the negative ax squared and the positive. And how did I get this? Well, what I did was I divided this by minus 1 to get this, divided this by minus 1 to get this, divided this by minus 1 to get that. Because if I multiply all of this by minus 1, I will end up with this up here. So this was the original. I will multiply all of this. Because since this equal to 0, if you multiply 0 by minus 1, you get 0. Multiply this by minus 1, you end up with that. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. How about that?